9:60, they're coming in. So, but you can start to
Okay.
present, Maya.
Hello, good evening to all participants. We are very happy and excited to share this mindful journey with all of you. Let's grow together. That is our quote. I would like to tell a few words about our webinar. Our webinar was created of the group of enthusiasts who recognize the need to connect all those who in own unique way contribute to the personal and professional development of individuals and raising awareness, and this is in this strange time. I think you will be agree with this because this is very strange time and we don't have experience of this time, but we have chance to choose. Are we still this like a problem or like opportunity? We are hope that on these 21 days, we will give you enough information and techniques to create your own unique new opportunity. Today we have a very great speaker. Limba will be present it to you. Now enjoy and listen carefully till the end of the webinar. And you can ask also question on the end of the webinar. Limba, you can start now with our speaker. Limba?
Thank you for the nice presentation. So I think that Vitanov as a name, and I don't even need to, present who he is to the people from Macedonia, and I believe in the region of some way. But I feel the need to say that, I'm very happy to say that I know Zoran Vitanov from, I think, over 20 years. I'm now 18, but I know him for 20 years. When you say that, it sounds very strange. We are younger than that, but we met in one, I will say, seminar in Struga a very long time ago. And since that time, we remain friends, and I follow him because he's a great leader. For the ones that are not from Macedonia, and I believe they don't know him, just very shortly, he's been, I will just say, the last couple of years. I will not speak about the past because it's already the past. But he's a very, very successful entrepreneur that has established his business in a form of leadership and networking all around the world, I would say. He is a leader. He's a master trainer of Cefe. And lately that I'm very happy, he actually finally wrote a book. Everybody was waiting for him to write a book. And also from recently, he started recording very, very valuable videos on YouTube. So whoever is still don't know or you don't follow, you can follow him on his YouTube channel, and you can actually hear every day very interesting things and very interesting subject that he talk about. But today we are here to kind of talk about leadership, how to be your own leader in this kind of situation, actually how to handle it. And from an entrepreneurial side, so Zoran, the floor is yours online.
The computer is mine.
Yes.
Thank you, Linda. Yes,
You're welcome.
it is honest by your side that you have admitted that we know each other from the last century, which is actually a compliment for you. Look at you. You look like a young girl, and we know each other from the last centuries.
Thank you.
Thank you for the nice words from Maya side, your side. I was wondering, was that me that you were talking about? Yes, we are living in very, very, very interesting time worldwide. And it's a great challenge, or it's very frightening. It depends on the way of perception. And this is actually what I want to start about our discussion, because if you are leader inside, if you have, psychologically speaking, internal locus of control, if you are entrepreneur, as my mentor used to say, if you have entrepreneurial bound in your body, then this is a great challenge for you. But if you are with employee mindset, if you have lack of vision, then this is really frightening time of living. So how is it possible the circumstances is the same for everybody. How is it possible that somebody will see this as an opportunity and somebody will see this as a threat? Where does it come from? We're not living in different planets. We're not living in different conditions, but we have different perception. Where does it come from? From inside. If you are an entrepreneur, on each change, you see opportunity. And as the more rapid the change is, and the more fast is happening, the opportunity is bigger. But from the other way of perception, if you are not led by vision, but by fear, then you see as bigger possible threat as the change is bigger and faster. So that's why we have so many frightened people, and that's why we have people that are encouraged, and when they are even happy, to stay locked at home and waiting to pass the threat. From the other hand, we can see such rapid change. The traditional businesses are changing like never before. Also, to speak, physical, traditional businesses are wiped out, if you ask me, forever. And this change is so dramatic and so rapid that simply it cannot be returned. And this is good, this is not bad. Why? Because now we are living in the biggest transformational era. We are living in digital transformational times. So how this can be an opportunity? Very simple. You know all the story, you know the paradigm about the caterpillar and the butterfly. I don't need to explain this. But it's not enough anymore to be a butterfly. All entrepreneurs are eager to change all the time. Actually, the only constant thing in this world, in the economy world, in the entrepreneurial, is actually the change. But if you are already a butterfly, if you are not, do it your metamorphosis as soon as possible. If you are, increase your size, increase your market, increase your territory. But how can you do this? It's not enough anymore to be a butterfly. It's not enough to be a big butterfly, but you need to go digitalize. You need to go into digitalization, augmentation, automation, disintermediation, crowdfunding, crowdsourcing. You need to catch up the new waves in the economy. Why? Because only then you are spread worldwide, your market is worldwide, your customers are worldwide, and you are helping the world worldwide. Till the changes, till the traditional economy, we were living with the mindset, even entrepreneurs, we were living in the mindset of takers. We were only chasing profit and nothing else. We didn't care about the common values. We didn't care, at least not so much, about the altruism. And that's why we hit the wall with high speed. And that's why now we need this transformation. In the modern times of the digitalization, augmentation, transformation, and automation, and so on and so forth, we need to be social entrepreneurs. We need to share and we need to help. The successful entrepreneurs in the future will be those who are helping the world, who are helping other people, who are helping society. So from this point of view, only if you are helping the world, you will survive. If you are taker, if you are hunter, but not a farmer, you will be dead. And this is, I believe that you will agree, this is a good news, this is not a bad news. Because finally, now we will socialize. Finally, now we will go into worldwide common solution finding. And in the future, the most successful, the most profitable businesses will be those who are helping the most people and solving the most difficult problems. And with the right proportion of this, you will be highly paid and highly profitable. So the only, how to say, gradation, the only, I don't know how to say, criteria for success will be the solving of difficult problems of the society on the more people possible. So but for this, we don't need only to recognize the change. We also need to turn among ourselves, inside us, to find a new skills. It's not only to have a vision to see what is going on, but you also need to change yourself. You need to earn more, you need to study more, you need to follow good examples, and you need to be very careful. Who do you listen to? Because if you continue to listen the people with old mindset, with old maps, so to speak, you will continue to lose the market. But if you follow the success examples, and how you will measure who is successful and who is not successful example, only if we measure the successful businesses and people who are solving lots of difficult problems to the world. And this is the only criteria. You know, the Americans used to say, if you don't show it, you don't know it. So you will see who is showing positive results. Because now the world needs a lot of visionaries, brave people, entrepreneurial, solving problem people. And if you learn by them, then you will continue on the same direction. But you need to update yourself. You need to change your mind a lot. You need to change your perception. You need to change your skills. You need to learn new knowledge. You need to learn from new people. You need to learn knowledge that it was unknown so far. Actually, that is why those tools are calling smart phones, because they make update on daily basis. So all those who are listening to us, ask yourself, when did you learn a new skill? How long does it pass when you read a book on your area that you want to develop? What is who are your mentors and what are they changing, how they are changing the world? And you will find out why you are there where you are, and you will find out that you need to focus on yourself, not around you. Because around you, if you are entrepreneur, you will see opportunities. If you are with employee mindset, you will see threat. But if you don't develop yourself, you will remain paralyzed, and you will hope that somebody out of you, like government, like your boss, like your, I don't know, mentor, sorry, not mentee, will do something for you, will help you, and you will be so-called, psychologically speaking, people with external locus of control. If you hope that government or somebody around you should help you, then you are totally helpless. If you change your mind from
I have one question.
Yes, please. Sorry.
I have one question. This is a very interesting in this moment, but I have one question. I think it's core of this situation. First of all, how the individuals become friends with fear what they have now, because everything what you said now, it's something what it's come in continuity, but first of all it's fear. What happened, how become friend with fear?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Actually, I will give you one statistic that is proving how frightened our society is. 100 years ago, in 1920, worldwide, 90% of the total worldwide population, work labor population, was working for himself, herself, mainly agriculture, crafts. 10% were working for somebody else, were employed. Nowadays, after 100 years, the situation is totally opposite. Now 90% of people are employed and working for somebody else, and only 10% of people are working for themselves, are entrepreneurs. Why? Because people are frightened. In between, we had so turbulent time. We had two world wars, we had Cold War, we had crisis, we had Iron Curtain in Europe, we had political struggles, we had conflicts, we had different philosophies in the world fighting, we had local wars all the time worldwide, we had millions of people dying every day by starving, by war. So we had many reasons to be frightened. That's why now people are passive. That's why now people are living as an external locus of control. But is fear helping us? No way.
No.
I just wrote an article today concerning coronavirus, saying that 100 times more people are dying every day in traffic accidents worldwide. But still, I will ask you, all of you, are you still driving your cars? Do you still drive your cars? Yes. Why?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
based on your experience, you have faith, you believe in your skills, and you believe in other people that are in traffic. But you believe, this is the key word. Either you are afraid or you believe. People, when they are afraid, they don't believe. They don't believe others, and mostly, the most sad is they don't believe themselves. You will disappear, you will divorce, as you said, to be in love with fear. You will divorce the fear only if you improve your skills, only if you work on yourself. But you will work faster on yourself if you find a proper mentor, the one who is already brave enough, visionary, and persistent. This is what is missing to the nowadays ordinary people. Lack of vision, lack of courage, and lack of persistence. People are living instant lives. That's why they believe in instant result. And when they do not get instant result, then they quit very fast. It is fascinating. It is sad how people are hoping to achieve a lot in 1 year, and how they don't see that they can achieve tremendous result in 3 to 5 years. And because of that, because they are not looking into, they do not see results, but are looking for instant result, they get into trap of employee security life, and then on very sad situation, they are capable to work 40 years in a row, secure life, safe life as an employee, and then when they will find out that they are in trap when they get retired, it's too late to do anything. And then the fear even increase. That's why when you have faith, when you believe, fear is disappearing. This is actually what I believe, that this type of activities is our mission, to manage the fear of the people, because in everybody in us is lying an extraordinary entrepreneur, not an employee, not a worker, but entrepreneur, leader, visionary. But if we do not encourage ourselves, if we do not increase our self-esteem, it is impossible to achieve. It is impossible to start. And that's why people are waiting for somebody to help them, the government, the neighbor, mother, father, relatives, teacher, whoever, which is total illusion. Nobody will help you. We are not here to get helped. We are here to help the world. We are here to give, not to take. But unfortunately, the fear, but also educational system, media, culture, religion, tradition of our parents, it is all increasing, not decreasing our fear. But once when you get aware of this, it is very easy to change your mind.
So what do you say that, because we know that, I mean, what you're saying is very, very valuable point. And I cannot agree more. I agree 110% with you. And let's say that I've built my own strategy on how to avoid to be in fear, because it's not easy in this situation. And it's not easy because you have, you know, every time you know, all the media is attacking with different kinds of even fake news. Some are not fake news, probably true, but not the real reality. So kind of like, you know, there is a situation which is created at the moment, and it's not very easy to get away from it. I know my own way, but still, I think that most of the people, like you said, these webinars are, that's why you actually did it, so that people who are like you, like our presenter, like our guest speaker yesterday, like everybody who will be in these 21 days, and it's on purpose 21 days, so we can create some kind of change.
Yes.
But exactly, some kind of change that will last, so people can register on every webinar. But like, what is your strategy, or what would you say to the people to avoid getting into this situation of fear as much as possible? I know it's not
Something
easy, but what to do?
instant. Something instant.
Actually, Liba, my strategy is always to be opposite of the crowd. You mentioned one word now, to avoid fear. If you are trying to avoid fear, you are giving more power to the fear. No, I'm trying to achieve success. Fear does not exist in my life. Fear is illusion. On English, fear is abbreviation of false evidence appearing real.
Exactly.
Yes.
F-E-A-R. So it doesn't exist. And I totally ignore. I don't want to avoid fear. No, I'm chasing the success. I'm putting, I always have a vision for myself. Emerge yourself, embrace yourself 5 years from now, 7 years from now. See yourself and put the goals. The magic is in goals, but you cannot have goals without vision. So first vision, then goals. Why the goals are so important? Because the goals are, it's like time machine. It is increasing your success. They are increasing your success. You need to have many goals towards your vision. Why? Because it emerges your result. It makes you believe. It makes you to see what is about to happen if you chase your vision and goals instead of avoid fear. You know, there is a famous sentence with Mother Teresa when they invite her to protest against the war. And she said, no, 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 I'm not going. Please call me only when you are encouraging the peace. Because if you are against the war, you are giving power to the war. No, do not try to avoid a fear.
Yes.
You are slave of fear. Just chase your goals. See yourself. Dare to dream. Dare to believe that you deserve much more, incomparably more than you have at the moment. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to be material things. It has to be also feelings. Also, you know, change your state now. You can do whatever you can. Why I'm here now? Because I want to share my experience with all of you. Why? Because I was the one who was frightened. I was the one which goal was to pay my bills. I was the one who was in existential mode, you know, to survive. When you are on existence mode, when your goal is to survive, you don't have big emotions. You are not the one who is jumping out from the bed like crazy in the morning. No, you are existing, but you're not living. Only when you have crazy goals, crazy enough that people are afraid of you, only then you have strong emotions, positive vibration, influence others, jump out from the bed, and you can, just like virus, but positive one, not like Corona, you can make a pandemic movement worldwide. This is actually what my mentors did with me. I didn't get with their idea. I was caught positively by their mood, by their emotion, by their state of mind, state of body. And if you only change your state, then you are led by self-esteem instead of fear. So watch your wordings. Your wordings is making your programming. You're visionary all the time. You are entrepreneur all the time.
But these days we have something what is different as usual, because we have outside triggers who make us situation in our humanity. It's because we are social isolate. What's happened with our emotion isolation? Because value is changing now. What type of people will become after this?
Maya, is it good what is going on now in the world, or is it bad?
I don't know. I don't have prefix in this situation. It's interesting. For me, it's interesting.
For me, it's good. It's very strange.
For me, it's interesting.
It's neither good or bad. Listen, my friend. I just saw we are tomorrow, 1st of April. We live in Skopje. On 1st of April in Skopje, it is supposed to be 20 degrees. Look at this for tomorrow. Snow.
Oh my God.
So is it good or bad? No, it's neutral. It's
I don't have prefix.
So what is going outside, Corona, snow in April, it is not good or bad. It is up to us, our belief system, and our criteria of evaluation, and vis-a-vis our vision and goals in the world, that we are giving positive or negative evaluation of the outside world. It doesn't have anything with us if we do not allow it. Let me tell you what I see with the coronavirus now and this big isolation, as you mentioned. This is the reason why now at the moment I'm in strong, I believe, connection with 106 people online, including you, Maya. You are my dear friend, and we didn't saw each other so many months. So where is the isolation? Quite contrary.
Yes.
Now we are not isolated. Now we are in emotional, strong connection with 106 people. So it's up to you what you will accept. And if you have entrepreneurial mindset, you see this as an opportunity. I see this now as a possibility to help. How? I know that a lot of people are now worried, that usually they wouldn't worry. This is my mission now, to change the people's state, to tell them, to show them that this is actually their opportunity. Why? Do you know now, people that are concerned for their future, that their income is stopped? Yes, so many. Can you help? Oh yes, let's do this. This is opportunity to help the others. This is why I'm telling you, in the future, there will be we, not me, and there will be sharing and helping, not chasing for profit. And this is opportunity to all of us to change the people mindset, to see this as an opportunity instead of threat, to say goodbye to the old world, because in the old world, this was a threat. Why? Everybody was chasing for profit. They were takers, they were farmers, they were not givers, sorry, not farmers, they were hunters. Now we live in a world with these massive connections, with this digital world, that we can share our knowledge. Before, it was impossible at the same moment from my home to share my knowledge and my vision with 105 people. I need to organize a hotel, to pay a room, to find a way to organize 105 people at the same time together in the same place, to drive there, to travel, to make them cost and so on. Now it's an opportunity. It's not a threat anymore. So as I said before, watch your wording. Be careful on the which way you are perceiving the things around, because all what is happening around us is neutral. If it's snow,
it's our perception.
It's our perception. If it's snow, let's go to Sharplanina. Let's throw snowballs to each other. Let's love more each other. You know, if it's raining, even better. Let's gather together, drink a tea, and talk about some of our future. And so everything is inside. How is inside? This is how you perceive. As one of my mentors said, if you change the way you look at things, the things that you look at change. I will repeat this. This is very important. If you change the way how you look at things, the things that you look at will change. So it's all from inside. And this time of forced isolation is also a good opportunity
to focus to inside
yourself. 2 weeks ago, I was in Monaco. And then in Monaco, I found out about coronavirus and so on. I had no idea what's going on in the world. So when I came back, I was in forced isolation. So this could be a threat, but always a good entrepreneur see what is, you need to ask good questions. So when I have, I'm a free man, you know, I will die for freedom. But now I was forced to stay 14 days in isolation. And I said, okay, what's good on it? What are the books that I'm looking forward with years already to read them, and I had no time. And I took 5, 6 books and I read all of them, 14. So I used the opportunity. Chase the opportunities. Do not chase the threats. Threat does not exist if you do not allow it.
So you just mentioned, maybe I missed something because I was my connection was lost, but you just mentioned that you are reading the books that you always wanted to read, which is a very good point and very valuable. Yeah. So if you didn't say it in the last 2 minutes because I was out for a moment, can you please?
He didn't.
Okay, perfect. So can you
kind of books?
Let everybody know? Maybe you can.
Yes.
Maybe you can recommend a few books.
Yes, yes.
It's poetry, maybe.
I just finished Atlas Shrugged, Reinhard. And this is considered as the most entrepreneurial book ever, written in 1957. And among American entrepreneurs, this is considered the most influential book ever after the Bible. I just finished this book, and in my book, as you mentioned, I just wrote my personal book. I have 2 quotes, and I have a good connotation about the philosophy of the author of this book. So the next one is Awaken a Giant Within, Tony Robbins. The third one is the book for everything from philosopher Gurdjieff. It's Eastern philosopher, and this is very esoteric, very interesting book. And at the moment I'm reading 2 more, but since they are not finished, I don't want to recommend something that is not finished anymore. But those 3 books, I recommend it strongly, especially Atlas Shrugged. And of course, Tony Robbins, yeah.
And how about, you mentioned before that people need to follow leaders. They need to find their own model, right? Who to model in order to be successful.
Which already shown results.
Exactly.
Better than you want to achieve on the field that you are running. This is very
so basically, do you have any, I mean, some of them, you probably mentioned that you have mentors and that you also have people that you follow. So can you maybe name a few so that people can try to see if they can follow them as well?
My long life mentor is Mike Miller. He is, how to say, if you say only entrepreneur or only leader, it's nothing. He is a living inspiration. And he is chasing results like crazy. And he is extremely good psychologist. So Mike Miller is my long life. I was in Monaco with him now, actually. Tony Robbins, I've mentioned. I had opportunity to meet each other. As you know, we are organizing with Tony Robbins now in Gelsenkirchen, a big meeting in June 25th, 26th, 27th. Eric Worre, whenever this guy is all over Europe, just in January, we were on Alps in Meyerhofen, 7 days on seminar, but also skiing. It was business and pleasure, perfect combination. So Eric Gori is close friend of mine. I met him in Las Vegas 5 years ago. My journey starts from there. And in 5 years, because he is called a seven-figure earner factory, you know, like factory of millionaires. And after 5 years, if you are following this guy, for sure you will have no problem with money anymore. For sure you will have different values.
You will become millionaire.
But this is a consequence. What you will become is you will become a significant person. You know, as he said, it's not about success. It's about significance. There are lots of successful people, but remaining selfish. It's about being significant. It's about being inspiration when you are not here on this planet anymore. This is what he learned me. And
This
also Hubert Freidel, we just met each other in Sofia. We did a great event a few weeks ago with him and his wife. And this guy is the guy who really changed my life. And Mario Oreja, he just wrote a book, I will say in original, Pay the Fucking Price. This is the title of his book. The book is already bestseller on Amazon. He also lived in Monaco. We were together now. This guy he started as a waiter. His father runs a Italian pizza restaurant in Austria. And he was a waiter there on his father's business. Now he is one of the most successful entrepreneurs in Europe. So these are the people that I'm learning from. Why? They showed the result and they are eager to share. And they are helping the world. Mario Oreja already built his own school. Mike Miller is building at the moment his school in Mexico. So I will be also on the opening there. So these are people that are contribute. Hubert Freidel is running 2 foundations, Child and Family Foundation and Greenfinity Foundation, which have already more than 200 projects in more than 50 countries worldwide. So these are the people that I'm following. And of course, what I'm avoiding totally, politicians worldwide. Why? Because I was one and I know that this frequency and this energy is not positive.
Very good. So
I
so
have
now
one. Okay, Limba.
Sorry.
No.
Please.
So one thing that I don't know if you actually embrace some change in this kind of situation, because I believe it's a new situation for everybody. You mentioned in the beginning many things, but have you changed anything in this situation for you? Have you changed any habit or anything that you do? Did you do something different? Are you doing something different now? I'm
totally different person from 8 years ago. Not one single cell in my body, not talking about my brain, is the same 8 years ago and now. Totally new habits, totally new vision, totally new approach, new wording. I'm asking different questions now that I was asking questions before. I'm absolutely different person. But let me tell you something honestly. I was not capable to change myself alone without help of mentors. For me, it was mission impossible. First of all, I didn't believe that there is something that I don't know. I believed, my ego was so high that I believed that I know everything. Only when life will hit you when you have ego, unfortunately with ego there is no other way, but when life will hit you, maybe you will admit that something is missing in your knowledge. Not a lot, of course, but something. So this is what happened to me. And then Mike Miller approached me and he said, sadly, but I must tell you, I see bigger potential in you than you see in yourself. But if you are not capable to invest time and knowledge in yourself, I am not capable to invest my time and my knowledge in yourself. For me, this was an awakening moment. And it was very honest. He said, why should I invest my time in you if you do not want to invest your time and knowledge in yourself? And this was what a trigger that opens my mind, because I was unconsciously incompetent. I didn't know that I didn't know. After this, I knew that I don't know, which is a big moment. That's why my book is called now Resurrect Alive, because only when you're alive you need to change yourself and to resurrect, to make your metamorphosis, not after that. And then I was following my mentors and I became consciously competent. Now I knew that I knew, but I didn't have the experience. And in some fields, I'm already unconsciously competent. What does it mean? I'm practicing new knowledge, new way of thinking every day in my life, 24/7, already 5, 6, 7 years. And then you become unconsciously incompetent. And this is the target. And only then you can become mentor. Only then you can dare to open your camera in front of 105 people and to share something, because now you already have results. And now you are ready to guide. Not like my professors in my faculty in Skopje, when they were teaching about entrepreneurship with doctors of entrepreneurship without having one single one-man show company. This is impossible. This is philosophy. It's not entrepreneurship. So if you don't show it, you don't know it.
Very good. So we have Miroslav here, who is also one of our hosts.
By the way,
tonight.
I wrote his book, and Miroslav, you have amazing book.
Yes, I must agree.
Once I even sent him a photo.
I have only one more question.
Yeah, when I was in the plane, I was reading his book. I was so amazed. I make a photo of the book in the plane and send the photo to Miroslav to show him that I was really amazed by his book.
You know, I took his book to read it, of course, and it was on my shelf because I have like a waiting list, and I read the books the way I feel in the moment.
Corona
so
time.
I have like,
now is the time.
Corona
yes, all
And
the
I
time
read
open books.
You know,
yes, and
one more sentence, Maya, before I give you a word. Leaders are readers. Don't forget this.
exactly.
You cannot be leader if you are not thirsty to read every day at least 30 minutes. Maya, you wanted to say something.
Yes, I know the answer, but I want to ask for the audience, when you increase in reality your material thing, when you become more a successful entrepreneur, that is equal also increase your spirituality? You find your serenity?
You simply cannot increase any result in your life if you are not increasing your spiritual state. I'm not talking from the religious point of view. I'm talking from human.
Yes, I understand.
It is simply impossible. Without this, without spiritual growth, you cannot grow. What I wrote in my book is, in that context, one sentence: 1 milligram of more spirit can bring you a tons of gold. But the whole gold in this world will not bring you 1 milligram of spirit. So first is spirit. First is your spiritual state. That's why we need to focus on ourselves, to be with internal locus of control, not with external locus of control. And this is very good question.
That is the new, yes, this is the new era of the entrepreneurship, what you spoke, exactly. I think. Yes. That is the new age.
Social entrepreneurship, not takers, but givers, not hunters, but farmers. If you are not spiritually mature, you will not understand this.
Amazing. Yes. All right, so
now time for question.
Yes, okay. Miroslav is here. He's been taking a chart of all the questions and everything that needs to be answered from your side. So Miroslav, you can take the floor because we have 15 more minutes to answer all the questions.
Yes, to be more efficient. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm question guy. Hello to everyone. Thank you, Zoran, for great compliments. I really appreciate it. And I will directly start with questions. So people from the audience, let's start from Dimitar. Dimitar has 2 questions. The first one: is it better to follow or to be followed? And the second one: what people see in leaders? Let's say first to answer these two questions maybe is easier, and then we will go to another of the people that ask. Zoran, the floor is yours.
You cannot guide if you're not a follower, because you are not becoming a leader by decision. You are becoming leader by consequence. When you follow, you are downloading new knowledge, you are implementing new knowledge, and you are showing new results. And spontaneously, people will start trust you, believe you, and follow you when they will see a quality in you. So leader is a consequence. You cannot introduce yourself, hello, my name is Zoran Vitanov, I'm leader. It's not a title. It's a state that only the followers can give it to you, not yourself. But you cannot become leader if you are not a follower. You cannot upload if you're not downloading. You cannot give something that you don't have. So this is the first. What was the second question?
What people see in leaders?
Yeah, spontaneously, I just practically answered them. Yeah. They see result in you. They see something that they are chasing for. And if they do not recognize in you, they are not following.
Okay, thanks in the name of Dimitar. The second new question from Patricia. She said, any steps to face the fear beside chasing success?
Yes, there are techniques. Yes. There are no people without fear, but there are people that the pain from fear is lower than the pleasure of success. That's why I want to defocus you from the fear, because if you see the pleasure from success, you don't care about the pain of fear. The very good example that I mentioned in my book are actually mothers. There is no mother who is not afraid of birth, of the pain of birth. But the pleasure of being mother is incomparably stronger than the pain from birth. And that's why the humanity actually survived. That's why we need to focus on the pleasure, not on the pain. This is very important. It's an exercise. You need to practice yourself. And you are practicing through wording. Be careful what's your wording, and of techniques of asking very good questions. There are techniques for this.
Very good, very good. So the next question from Alexandra. She asked how to motivate ourselves in times of quarantine.
Yeah, with such kind of events, with good books, be careful. Now, while you're in quarantine, you can decide to watch television and to count the deaths. And this is decision. And then you're feeding your fear. Or you can join people that have different vision, different results, similar that your, I believe, results, otherwise you wouldn't be here. And who are here now? The people who are capable and believe that they can do more, but they don't know how. And that's why they need mentor. There are three types of people. Losers, they are counting the deaths from Corona on medias. Winners, they are chasing the results. And winners, that they don't know what to do. Follow the leaders, and then you will know.
Great point. Great point. Thanks, Zoran. Okay, we will go to another question by Victoria Shatarowska, our friend. So, do you think that this unusual situation will change our perception, our mindset, or at least our daily habits further on?
I know that it will be, that it will change, but it depends what kind of mindset do you have. It will change for good or for bad. I hope for good, otherwise you wouldn't be here. But yes, for sure, it will change all of us.
Okay, great.
The change will be rapid, as I said on the beginning. Okay. Which is good.
We have two more questions, so we have time, okay, 10 minutes. So next question is asked by Simona. She has taking into consideration this situation. Is it better to invest in stocks or in real estate?
If I have only those two, I would say real estate at the moment, but I wouldn't limit on this. If she has a better answer, which takes more time, I will give. I'm allowing you, Miroslav, to give her my phone. And what was her name? Sorry.
Simona, I
So
think.
Simona, tomorrow you can call me anytime, and we will talk about this. It is perfect time for investing now. Because money is like a slave. If you are keeping unengaged in your pocket near to you, then you are their slave. Only when you get rid of the money, only when you give them tasks, only then they are really your slaves. Okay. And with right entrepreneurial mindset, money are working for you. Otherwise, you work for money. Poor people are working for money. Rich people are putting money into situation that money works for them. But tomorrow I will explain you more.
She said that you know her. So
Simona, what was her second name?
Josifovska.
Josifovska. Simona. Call me tomorrow anytime. I didn't hear the last.
I like what you said about the money. So you actually you give task to the money to work for you.
Exactly. And this is what I'm doing.
Very good.
And I have at the moment passive progressive income exactly because of this, because money works for me. But
very good, very good.
For this, we need a serial seminars. I cannot answer strictly in less than 5 minutes, as you ask. So,
yeah, okay. One more question also. So from the 1 and plus 1. So by Dimce, how to make people to believe in something they have never heard, especially here in Macedonia, where people are learned always hard to work for somebody else to success, but not to their own.
Well, it's simple actually. There is also techniques. I will tell you what I did with some of my friends who asked me the same question, and he was policeman, this friend of mine. And then I asked him, okay, my friend, you know your future. He even said that there are a lot of people in Macedonia that would bribe authorities to become policemen because of security of the job and so on. And then I asked, okay, if this is the future, please ask some of your colleagues that are about to retire. Go in their home. Drink coffee with them in their home, because they are showing you the future, your future. If you like their home, if you like where they live, if you like how they live, and if you believe that this is good to be your future, remain where you are and do not change anything. So if you are used to work for other people for wage, just see who is already about to retire working on the same way. And this is what you were dreaming about when you were a kid. Continue. But if not, stop digging your hole. Change it. Stop it. If you do not have idea what you should do with your life, better do not do anything than digging your hole. So yes, when the people will see the future, when they will see that the decisions that they are making on daily basis are not bringing them to their dream, stop immediately. What is the next step? Find somebody who is living their dream. And believe me, successful people are eager to share their knowledge, because they know, they're fully aware that they are more successful if they are surrounded in their neighboring surrounding with more successful people. I will be more successful if in Macedonia there are more successful people with the same income, with the same quality of life. I will be automatically more successful if I share my success with the people. So believe me, people are eager to help you, but you are not asking. And I will recall the Bible again. The Bible says, ask and you shall receive. We are not asking, especially we are not asking proper questions.
And we are happy that today we have great proactive audience that ask questions all the time. So during your presentation, more questions arise. So,
we are entrepreneurial people, Miroslav.
Yes, Krista asked how important is the trust in people for leadership. And also I have one more question from Lazar. He asked about, in the very beginning, your comparison about farmers and today's leaders, and how to be again some kind of farmers and to be socialized. So please explain both.
What was the first question? Sorry.
The first is the trust. How important is the trust in people for leadership?
Crucial. The trust is crucial. I will give you one example. If my mentor, Mike Miller or Mario Oreja, if they call me now and they say, Zoran, you must stop this conference and you must immediately come to the North Pole, to the Ushuaia, I don't know it. I am fully in trust. I trust them. I will excuse myself. I will stop the conference and I will take the first car, the first plane, the first helicopter, and I will go there. Why? Because I trust them fully. You cannot be leader if you are not building trust among people. So this is crucial. And the second question?
About farmers and
hunters.
What is the difference? The hunters are takers. I want to sell you this laptop. I want to sell you this iPhone, and I don't care about your emotion. I don't care, do you really need this? All what I care is I need your money. These are takers. These are hunters. They are shooting people. Farmers are consultants, are parents. They want to see first, what are your needs? What are your desires? What's your vision? What are you trying to become? And then if I'm capable, I am like a farmer to you, and you are like a flower in my hands. And then I'm trying my best. I'm giving all my knowledge, all my empathy, all my resources to you in order to you to reach your goal. And as I said on the beginning, in the new economy, in the new share economy, which is already here, look about this. We are now sharing each other free of charge knowledge. Look about YouTube. Everybody is sharing his knowledge free of charge. So we are contributing now. Now we are farmers. Now we are living in share economy, not intake economy. And this is the future. As sooner you understand, better for you. Nature by itself is working on this planet exactly on that way. Take one tree, take an apple tree. Apple tree is taking the resources like an entrepreneur from the roots, from the ground, minerals, vitamins, water, whatever it takes, making, processing, and producing a fruit, an apple. And it is so beautiful, and you can see it from 100, from 200 meters. And the apple is giving without asking anything in return to the nature, to the surrounding, the fruits, the product. And what is the surrounding doing in return? People, bears, different wild animals, when they are using the apple, taking, eating, and spreading the seed. So if the apple is making an excellent product, we as a people, as wild animals, are looking for this product, consuming first, free of charge, and then spreading the quality, spreading the seed. And as more quality the product, then this apple is becoming, please help me on the translation, sorta. How can we translate on English? Is becoming, let's say, brand.
Brand, yes.
But first, nature is giving. Nature is not trading, if I would you. No, it's giving. because then the surrounding is sharing the experience, sharing the seed. So this is the farmers, what they do. They give knowledge, and then they receive in return many times on the back. And I didn't believe till my 40 years of age. I didn't believe in this bullshit, as I used to say. But then Mike asked me, my mentor, what if this is true? Does it cost you something to believe? No. And he gave me a beautiful example. He gave me a sentence that is the same on English and Macedonian. 1 apple a day and doctors go away. I will say it on Macedonian. Една яболка на ден и доктор не ти е потребен. And he said, Zoran, do you believe in this bullshit? I said, I don't know. Do you eat 1 apple a day? No. What if I tell you that it costs you nothing and this is true? All that you need is to believe. And then I made an experiment, a survey, and I find out that everybody who is eating 1 apple a day is fully healthy person. All what I need was to believe. So in the same way, I believe that only giving is living is giving is living, you know. Only share economy has the future. And I start to do this, to receive new knowledge free of charge and to share the knowledge, not the knowledge free of charge. And this is how we grow. So it is here, it is functioning, but you need to believe.
Unfortunately, our time is finished.
You'll have next time.
Yes, we enjoy to hear you, Zoran. Always you have a lot of things to tell to us. I think, Miroslav, you have a lot of questions what need answer in this moment.
New questions arise, but okay, people, for tomorrow we will
We'll have another one.
We will have next session.
I think that some of the questions are actually similar, and maybe we can just, because we have their email addresses, maybe Miroslav, you can take a note who was asking about, they were double checking again the books. So books on leadership. So Zoran, you can tell us later, so we can send them the names of the books. Yeah. And they wanted again to be repeated the names of the leaders that you follow and your mentors, so we can actually, send them in the email. And another question that arose, I think that Marina actually sent them the link. Somebody was asking about when is the next, actually not when because it's tomorrow, but what will the next speaker speak about? So on
agenda,
every event, yes, the agenda. So Marina actually shared the link of Facebook events. You can actually go to the event and we have the names of everybody who is speaking, and each day, tomorrow we will actually, or tonight we will announce the team of the next speaker, but also on the events itself we say who is the next speaker. So the next speaker will be Elena Altimirska. She's an executive and business coach. She's from Bulgaria. She's a great leader, entrepreneur, and she's going to talk about, because she's now working from home as well because of this situation, so she's going to talk about how to actually handle and be more productive when working from home according to your personal profile or psychological profile DISC model, if you heard about it. So basically she's going to talk about to everyone differently, like how to actually be able to cope with the situation. Nice. So thank you, Zoran, so much.
Thank you.
I think you don't need anything from us, because you see all the comments and everything that everybody is asking and everybody is thanking you. I'm sure 110% that you gave great value to the people. You're a great leader to follow. Again, we will buy your book.
We expect your book, yeah.
Yes, so thank you again. It's
By
always
the way,
a pleasure.
It already agreed to be translated on English and Serbo-Croatian, and also I believe in Bulgarian, because there is.
And do you have it also translated in Bosilovsky dialect or not?
Not yet. I will interpret them.
Okay. Okay.
Thanks to all participants. Yes, thanks to all participants.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you, everyone, and see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.